Why not come and join us as we explore new places all around the world?
Pick up some useful hints and tips and don't make mistakes that we have.
See the things that we get up to and take a look around the ships as we travel.
Why not subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to make sure you don't miss out. Hello and good evening to all of you. Yes, we have survived our weekend away. Just no, it was no problem at all. We'll just have a quick look and see if you can all hear and see us. I guess you can. I hope you can anyway.
We've managed to wrestle this one away from his auntie.
Yes.
But he's absolutely shattered. She's been exercising him in his new exercise barn most of the weekend. So poor little lad, he's shattered, aren't you? Yeah.
Bless him.
It's not. He's not cuddling us because he missed us.
No, he's just tired, isn't he?
Tired.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Bless him. Little soul. Yeah. Good. We can be heard loud and clear. I'll put this little one away. Thank you very much, guys. So here we are for another live. Last time's live was really ooh, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah, I didn't know what I was doing, but hopefully we can chill and relax because I could do with a nice, chilly, relaxing day today.
It was busy at the weekend. Well,
you weren't very busy on Saturday.
No, they broke me, didn't they?
They broke you. The cruise monkeys broke Lindsey. No, she broke herself, actually, didn't you?
Did I?
Well, they didn't force it down your neck. You chose to drink it, didn't you?
Well, it would have been rude not to.
It would have been. But as you are here, guys, thank you for a fantastic weekend.
Thank
we
you.
thoroughly enjoyed it. And so nice to meet Honey as well.
Yes.
She's gorgeous, isn't she?
She's a nice girl.
Right, so what's on the list of things tonight then, Linz?
Well, we were going to talk about that, you see. And, of course, Paul and Carol want to know if our livers are all right.
Well, I don't... Yeah, thank you for coming in. We got quite a nice lot of people in here this evening already.
Do you want to say hello to a few?
We'll just say hello to a few. Hi, Paul and Carol. Thanks for joining us. Andy and Carla. Cruise Monkeys, of course. Sweet-natured here. Land Rover 1965. Are you going to do some?
Oh, no, it's going so fast I can't see it. Oh, Jerry Capsticks here.
Gil and Sandra, Jerry. So Jerry and Diane will be here. Yeah.
Gil
Johnny
and
and Will are here.
Oh,
Evening, Johnny and Will. Wow.
You said Gil and Sandra?
I think I said Gil and Sandra. Yeah, I think I did.
And Davina. I can't see that.
Where?
There's Davina, just below Gil and Sandra.
Davina McNally. I hope. Yes. Sorry, it's all a bit difficult. Oh, Jerry. Yeah, Jerry's there. Right. So.
When everybody's talking to themselves and saying hello, which
That's
is really
great.
nice.
It's really nice because it's nice that everyone's together. So here we are. But as we said, Paul and Carol, good evening to you. So Paul and Carol have a question. Is your liver still intact after a weekend with the monkeys?
Only just is the answer to that.
Well, I don't know. We had a fairly quiet day, didn't we, on Saturday?
Yeah. Until the evening when you started again.
Well, not much, really.
No.
No, we only had a few pints. But the guys showed us the way, didn't they, really?
They did, yes.
They certainly did. We can't keep up with them. We tried fairly hard on the first night, and I think it's because we're 25 years older than them that the second night came a little hard. In fact, Saturday morning was very hard, wasn't it, Lindsey?
Yes,
Yeah, it was struggling. But we had a nice time. We went out for a walk with Honey and we had a really good time. So the liver is just intact unless you want to come down and do some tests, Carol. I could do with an LFT. I had one 2 weeks ago, but probably could do with another one now.
Okay.
Yes. So Andy and Carla, evening, and Paul and Carol, right. So let's see what our next question is here. Andy and Carla, have you recovered from your weekend away in Wales? Yeah. Well, we sort of, it seems to be the topic of the night, doesn't it?
There's a theme going on there.
Yeah, there's a theme going on.
No, you can't
have that. It's whatever it is. It's tea, isn't it, Lindsey?
Not that cold, it's not.
No, Lindsey's drinking tea and I'm drinking tea because we thought we would. Oh yes, Gil and Sandra. Hi Gil, Sandra, Cruise Monkeys, Paul and Carol. That sounded.
Yes, evening, yes.
Evening, everyone's saying good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Johnny and Will's wrecking the bathroom to begin renovations.
Oh, it's a bit hot for that
Thank
here.
you very much, Sonny, for joining us.
Yeah.
It's not that hot, is it? But
it's
quite warm.
It's got muggy out there.
Yeah, quite good.
Perhaps it's better weather where you are
And
for doing that.
Carla can see and hear us, and Land Rover 1965 is saying hi, Lindsey. Lindsey loves a Land Rover, don't you, Lindsey?
I do, yes, but I've never actually owned one myself.
No, we've driven one quite a long way, haven't
I've
we?
done a lot of driving.
Yeah. Jerry and the monkeys. Right, so we said we had a bit of updating to do, didn't we?
We do. Well, first of all, perhaps we ought to update on the Clear visit that we did.
Oh, the Clear visit, yeah. So we were lucky enough to be invited up to Southampton, wasn't it, that one? Yeah. To visit Oceania Marina, and no doubt some of you will have seen the video that we did that's quite similar to the one that we did on Riviera, because the ships are very similar. But we sort of fell in love with Oceania again, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
And didn't really want to get off the ship. It was...
Well, we got stuck in the coffee bar.
Baristas,
Baristas.
Yes.
We got kind of stuck in there, and which is one of the places we really like to be.
Yeah.
But they treated us very well.
They did.
Staff, I think, treated us as if we were more passengers rather than day visitors, if that makes any sense at all.
Yeah.
And they just treated us as more passengers, and just whatever we wanted we could have, really.
Yeah.
The food that we had was testers from the different speciality restaurants, wasn't it?
Yes.
It was very nice because, of course, we recognised it all. Well, near enough. I think the pudding was the only one we didn't recognise.
Yeah.
But that was nice to have that as well. And hopefully the people that were there could perhaps understand a little bit about why we feel the way we do about Oceania. And perhaps one or two of you might be trying it in the future, which would be really good.
I mean, it is expensive.
Yeah.
But
I think it's probably value for money.
It's value for money if you book at the right time, because one of the ones they were advertising while we were on board is the one we were actually doing next year, and it was over £1,000 more than what we booked to that. But these things happen, don't they? You know, it all happens. So yeah. Davina says hi, and I did get it right. See, I did get it right. Good. I'm glad about that, because my brain is not working very well today. I've had a few issues, haven't I?
He has.
Yeah. Cooked dinner wrong as well, didn't I, Lovey?
You did.
I got dinner wrong, yeah, but not to worry. At least I cooked it. So Paul and Carol are saying, any plans for August?
Well, this August?
Yeah, like
Ooh.
this month.
Like this month? No. I will get the diary out.
Yeah, no, we're not cruising this month.
We're not
are
cruising.
We?
No.
But we do go quite early in September, like the 1st. You can't get much earlier, can you?
Yeah.
So our next cruise, which is the other update we were going to talk about, we are going back on Sky Princess, first time for 2 years, since we did USA Canada on her. And strangely enough, and I know this might sound boring, we're actually doing a med cruise, a bog standard Western med cruise. We love them, and we like them a little bit later in the year, so it's hopefully not so hot. And we've got 14 nights on Sky med cruise, because we haven't done one since 2018, have we?
No.
We haven't done one for 6 years.
We didn't realise for a little
No, we
while,
didn't.
did we?
And we keep doing all these northern ones, and we love them. I mean, the scenery and the weather that we had in Scandinavia was fantastic. So, you know...
And we tend to avoid the summer in the Med for a couple of reasons. Firstly, that's largely my fault. I don't like the heat.
No.
And I get really, really, really crabby in the heat. So we try to avoid hot places where we can. And of course, in the middle of the summer holidays, wherever you go, there's going to be lots of families.
Yeah.
And as we haven't got children, that can sometimes be a bit hard for us, because we find it, we don't have the patience that perhaps a lot of other people might have.
I mean, kids are lovely, but some of the parents are a bit choice on cruise ships.
So we tend to, where we can, we summer at home, darling.
Yeah, we do summer at home, because, I mean, we've got busy things to do, haven't we? I mean, the garden at the moment, we're digging potatoes, we're picking runner beans now.
Cabbages are coming in.
Cabbages are turning in. Carrots are ready.
The lettuce are just about going over until the next lot come in. but it's all a bit busy out there.
And what we have found in the past, if we go away in the middle of summer, we come back and it's all ruined.
Yeah.
Or we've missed it all. So
All the shallots are
the
pickled.
shallots are pickled. Lindsay's even pickled the shallots, yeah. Very good.
2 days' work.
Yeah, it was. They're rather small
They
this
were
year.
rather small and didn't overly enjoy them.
Yeah.
But something else that we did see when we were down in Southampton,
Yes.
and of course some of the other people there were other vloggers, and Lindsey and Mark from Sweet Natured were there.
Yes.
And Lindsey gave me my prize from their competition.
Yeah.
Lovely. Now we're thinking about what we're going to do with our little prize.
Yeah.
So keep looking on the lookout, because there might be something happening with this. But not yet. We've got to get something planned. But watch out.
Because it's very special, very
I have
dear.
a little plan
and
for
Lindsay
that.
has a little plan.
Mm-hmm.
And when she has a little plan, I don't interfere much.
I asked your advice.
Yes, you did.
Thank you.
Did. And I said, whatever you want, dear. Because I wasn't getting involved. Yes.
Honestly.
Monkey saying hi to Jerry. Keith, hello Keith. All loud and clear. On Cunard drinks package, can you have a double or large glass of wine if it falls right? So we experienced, because we were on Queen Anne recently, and we experienced yes and no of this, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
So we had some, even if because getting a large glass of wine under $13.50, I think, is
Pushing it a bit.
virtually impossible on Cunard. But what some of the waiters did, particularly in the restaurant, they were a bit more open to it, weren't they?
Yeah.
Is they would give you a large glass but charge it as 2 drinks. So because we're on the Maiden, there were a few issues, especially early in the cruise, with service in the main dining rooms. So if we could get a large one, we would, because it would stop them having to go and come back, because you didn't see them that often, did you? So, and some of them were happy to just give you a large glass and charge you as 2 drinks. Others wouldn't. You had to have a small glass, and then you had to have another small glass. And you weren't very impressed with your glass of Prosecco either, were you?
No, it was just like P&O.
Yeah.
Like half a glass
At best.
at best.
Yeah. So you had to have 4 of them, didn't you?
Yeah.
Not that we drink much Prosecco.
No, we don't. No, cruise monkeys know that we don't drink much Prosecco.
And it also says, wine, if it falls below 13, did you have to go to A&E for alcoholic poisoning?
No, not quite.
We didn't have alcoholic poisoning. I was fine, actually, wasn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was fine. It was just
Bit slow on Saturday.
a bit slow on Saturday, but we were good, yes.
It's amazing what fresh air will do for you.
So I hope that answers you, Keith. It seems to vary. I know that Gavin and Luke, when they were on, most of the time, I think because they knew the bar staff a little bit better than we did, because we haven't done as many cruises on Cunard as they have, but they used to get doubles, but they'd be charged as 2, in effect.
Yeah, I think so.
Because that's one thing we did find, that a lot of the drinks, certainly the cocktails, are now beyond the $13.50 mark. When we were on Queen Mary in December, when we were on Queen Mary in December, I guess we could get half to 2/3 of the cocktails on the package. On Queen Anne, it was probably a quarter. There wasn't that much choice, was there?
No.
And so, even the Queen's gins, because we do like a glass of gin, even the Queen's gins, the perfect serves were above the package level. So, whereas they weren't before. So,
They've upped prices on some and just not changed the limit, haven't they, really, in effect.
If you want the full up-to-date details on the prices, if you go to Paul and Carol's website, I know they're on there because I witnessed Carol collecting all the information.
You did. Yes, you did.
Carol collected the information, and I think Paul actually deals with it. But so I hope that's okay.
It helps a little bit.
Hope it helps a little bit. Right, let's go back up here. Sandra saying hello from Keith and Janet. Janet saying hello. Keith and Jan in Spain. Wow, thanks for joining us from Spain. Are you there on holiday, Janet? No, I think you actually live there, don't you? I think. I'm just trying to remember. I find it quite difficult, especially this weekend. Yes. Sweet Nature saying hi to Sandra. Cruising Gaze are in. Hi, Cruising Gaze. Thanks for joining us again. And
Only 6.
Only 6p. Oh, yeah. Only 6
Prosecco.
Yeah, 6 Prosecco's. That's all we had between the 4 of us, wasn't it?
6 Prosecco's.
6 Prosecco's.
Bottles.
Before we went out to the pub and before we started on the gym.
Yeah, we were there a little while. It wasn't as though we were sort of rushing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, it was 6 Prosecco's, wasn't it, guys? So, Gavin and Luke have helped out on this one. We noticed the same on Cunard. Sometimes they would and sometimes they would. Not sure. Just ask. And if the worst case is they say no and they have to get another one. Yeah, quite agree. I know it was a bit hit and miss on there, wasn't it? Mm. Yeah.
We'll have to take a little bit more notice of that when we go on Victoria later in the year.
Yeah, because we are on Victoria later and we'll have and it will be interesting to see if they've changed what's on the package and what's not on the package on Victoria, or whether they've just done it on Anne.
Yeah.
Because they've sort of changed all sorts of different things, and we shall see. Thanks for the shout out. Cunard's drinks prices. Yes, Carol saying she did collect the information. We witnessed it, Carol. It was hard work. We saw you doing it, and Paul updated the post. Yeah, so
it meant that she had to go to every single bar and make sure that they were correctly acquired.
Yeah. It was there with a little notepad writing them all down.
Yes, of course she was.
Ages. Yeah, took ages. So, other updates. What have we got, Lovey?
A group cruise.
Oh, the group cruise. Well, I'll let you talk about the group cruise.
Well, the group cruise is going very well. Thank you very much.
Yes.
So thank you to those people who have agreed to come with us. We're quite surprised anyone wants to come with us, really. But it's looking as though we have a nice little group of people. And I know that there are some people that can't make their minds up about it yet for various reasons, work and bits and pieces like that. So some have got the decision in the pipeline. Some people are saving before they can actually book. They've said yes, but they have to save up money. And so there are some more in the pipeline that we know of. So that's going quite well. That's nice.
I'm really very, very pleasant surprised, and thank you guys for supporting us with this. There's quite a few on here that are coming.
Yeah, and I'm sure that people will really enjoy it, and I really hope that they'll enjoy Fred. Because if you haven't been on Fred before, I think it'll be quite interesting for you. Yeah. And if you have, you obviously do like it. Do you want to go back?
Yeah, it's great. Well, we liked it, didn't we? I know Paul and Carol.
It was a very pleasant surprise. And Paul and Carol found that they liked it as well, which is really nice. Yeah. Oh, yes. Booked and cannot wait. Oh, that's nice.
Oh, Davina, booked and cannot wait. Yeah, it's great. We're really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
It's quite exciting, though, and we're getting all our plans together now, all the little things. Some things we've got to wait to see what the final numbers turn out to be before we can organise exactly what we're going to do, because we need to have numbers. But we'll see. And
I'm planning something competitive.
Are you?
I am.
You haven't told me about that.
Yes, I have.
Well, oh yes, I remember. Yes,
it was competitive.
Yes,
but only because I'm quite good at it.
Yes. Oh, I remember now. Yes, and very sad that Paul and Carol can't come because their daughter's friend's daughter planning to get married at the same time.
Well, they could always come on the ship and get married on the ship by the captain.
I don't know if they do that on Fred. Yeah, it's a real loss that Paul and Carol, so you won't be there, but we'll see you soon. Anyway, hopefully.
I'm sure we will.
Yeah. And we'll be there on theirs anyway. Well,
sounds like it might be August if they're not doing anything much.
Oh, well, no, they're busy, I think. Oh. Yeah, very busy. So Janet says, live here south of Alicante. Very hot at the moment, but not complaining.
Yes, I couldn't cope with that.
Lindsey couldn't cope with that, no.
And Ken couldn't cope with it either.
Yeah.
Or rather, couldn't cope with me.
And Andy and Cara said it's a shame they can't make it, but they're hoping to make a future one. Well, if indeed there is a funeral one, there might be. We don't know.
Yeah, see how it goes. We're not going to make any plans yet.
No. Let's get this one sorted.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Tina's saying, Ian, what was our favourite place you visited on your Baltic cruise? Lindsey, go first.
Oh, Here we go. If there were a lot of places in the Baltics that we like. There are some places in the Baltics that we really like that we can't go to anymore. But I have a soft spot for Helsinki because I stayed in Finland for 4 weeks when I was in Young Farmers. I had a national scholarship and went off to stay with families out there. So I get very fond of Helsinki and the Finnish food. He's not so keen.
Some of it was horrible. Oh.
No.
That coffee, my lord, you could have taken paint off with it.
Get used to it. It's just the way that they cook it.
Oh, it's awful.
But apart from that, I think one of my favourite places would probably be Visby.
Visby is just, we just love it. I mean, we're both country bumpkins, really, aren't we?
Yeah.
Well, we are. And we just like the peace and quiet and the beauty of old places. And Visby is just a gorgeous place to be and walk around. Everywhere you look, it's like every view you look at, it's like another picture postcard. It's a beautiful thing. If you haven't seen the video that we did on Tallinn and Visby, it's worth a look at because I think it's just lovely.
Yeah, and I think actually, although we've been there a couple of times now, I think, do we go there again next year?
No.
Oh, but the next time we go, we are aware that they, in the tourist information place, they do a sheet where you actually have a route map as to where all the ruins of the churches are. And although they have plaques up on each one telling you a bit about the story, that the information route gives you a bit more of that as well. And I think we would probably be tempted to do that next time because it takes you on a route around the city. But it does tell you a little bit more about the churches because I've never seen so many ruined churches.
No, I haven't.
They've all got a really deep history to them.
And the walls themselves. I mean, I think they were just over 2 miles long. The city walls when they were originally built back in the 13th century, and there's only about 100 yards that isn't complete there now. So they must have known how to build things in them days.
Well, Tallinn is a little bit similar.
Yeah.
But we have been to Tallinn a few more times.
Yeah.
But there again, if you go to the old part of the city, they're very good at putting plaques up to explain the Nuns' Tower and places like that. So that's quite interesting to see, if you're into that sort of thing.
Yeah. So.
And the beer's not bad.
It's not bad, is it? The cider wasn't bad in Tallinn either, but the beer was quite good in Visby, wasn't it?
Yeah. It
was a very hot day. We had to have something to eat. Yeah. But where else? I mean, Warnemünde was new to us as well, wasn't it? Because we did quite an interesting trip there. We'd never been there before.
Yeah.
And Skien. Skien, which is spelt Skagen. I think if you're visiting there, you need to do an organised tour because apart from it's a sort of very small place. It's very pretty, isn't it? But if you got off the ship and did it on your own, 10 minutes you'd be back on the ship again, unless you stay to eat and drink or whatever, because it's a very small little place. But there are a lot of beautiful places around there, because we did the tour that day as well, and I think you really need to at Skien.
Warnemünde, I think next time we're just going to do a little bit more wandering around because
in the town.
We didn't get that much time in the town.
No.
And we had
a sausage.
We had found some really good hot dogs, almost as good as the Finnish hot dogs. We found some really nice ones there. So nice. We'll be heading back to do a little bit more of that, I think, next time we're there.
Yeah, and they had some nice places there. And they've also got nearby that military base from the Cold War with a Russian bunker. And they've got some of the old Eastern European vehicles there, and my dad, he's 93 now, he said 92, he's 93 now. A few years ago when they went over there, he actually drove one of these massive great trucks, because you're allowed to drive them, but we didn't go there, so that's an option. So I'm sure you'd like to run me over in a massive great truck, wouldn't you?
I wonder if I could dig a hole in the garden with one.
Well, I don't know about that. So Land Rover 1965, they booked and it should be interesting. Oh, it should be good. I'm just looking forward to all that beautiful wine country over there again.
Yeah.
Because that's another nice thing. The food, it's a food and wine and culture tour, really, isn't it?
Apparently, yes.
Yes.
I don't know about the culture.
No, there is. There's a lot of culture. See the sign, hello to Paul Gay. Cruising Gays, are you sure we can't tempt you to the Virgin Amsterdam cruise for the bank holiday, or do you do have a free August? I'll let Lindsay talk about this.
I've told him he can go.
Mm-hmm.
And then he looked at the latest prices. But I have told him he can go. I have no wish to go. And as the dog's going on a fortnight's holiday the week after, I would stay home and look after him. But I have said that Ken can go.
Yeah, she did. And I was thinking of trying to find someone to come with me and share a cabin, but it also got a little bit difficult, didn't it?
It did a bit.
Yeah, so it's not happening, I'm sorry. But I would have gone, and I will go on a Virgin ship one day. It won't be with Lindsay, because she doesn't want to go. I will be going on a Virgin ship one day. Won't I?
Yes, dear.
Yeah, I will. Yeah. So you're on there. I think everyone's on that, on Virgin. I think most everyone anyway. Anyone you ever speak to is on there. Is Johnny and Will on there, I wonder? I don't know. Perhaps they could answer. Next January, we will be going on Aurora for the first time for 65 nights. First time we'll be in an inside room. Any counts for help tour. Storage tips.
Plenty of storage.
You don't need storage tips on Aurora in an inside cabin because it's enormous.
There's plenty of storage space. Plenty of wardrobes, plenty of drawers. And you won't be very far away from the laundry either, so that's not an issue.
There are two different sorts in general of inside cabins on Aurora. One that's a 4-berth cabin with the 2 Pullmans up above, and that's done slightly differently. That has 4 wardrobes, 4 drawers, and then 2 lots of 4 drawers in bedside cupboards, doesn't it? Then the other one is a normal one, and you've got 3 big wardrobes, larger drawers, haven't you? And you've got an open shelving space there, and then you've got 2 3-drawer. 3-drawer or 2-drawer?
Beside the bed?
Yeah.
I think it's 2.
2-drawer. There are, because she's an older ship, there's no USB ports or anything like that in there. There's only one 13-amp socket. So if you do need to charge multiple things, I'd get one of these little multi-way charger things. If you've got lots of things to charge.
And where can they get them?
Oh, on the website. They're available on the shop, on the Amazon shop. But yeah. So 65 nights. It'll be fantastic. I mean, it's lovely. Storage tips. You can get your
Packing cubes.
You can get your cases under the bed. No problem. And the other thing is, we did it for the first time on Aurora when we had an outside cabin the other day, didn't we?
Oh yeah.
Now this is a tip that may not suit you, but if you're finding it a little bit tight in there for space, if you separate the 2 beds, and we did it as an experiment, we had an outside cabin. If you separate the 2 beds, you appear to have, you don't actually have, but you appear to have so much more space in there. And it's a lot more roomy by having separate beds. But that may not suit you. You may, some people just can't bear to be apart, can they?
Yeah, dear.
Well, they can't, I mean, you're glad to get rid of me. But
yes, dear.
So that is another option as well, if you find it a bit tight in there. But storage is really good. There's a lot more storage on Aurora than there is on a lot of the newer ships.
Yeah.
Aren't there?
Yeah.
And you've also got, because there's formal nights on there as well, you've also got full drop wardrobes as well, haven't you?
Yeah.
Long hanging, where a lot of the newer ones haven't got that.
The only thing is you have to fight with the coat hangers. They are the ones that I really hate, where you sort of link them into a hook.
The horrible ones.
But that does mean that they hold things very well.
Yeah.
And of course, if you run out of coat hangers, just ask the steward, they'll always bring you more.
Yeah, they will. And the only other thing I would advise regarding that, I'm not carrying putting aspersions on you, Karen, but when you're trying to use those hangers, it's a lot easier if you're sober. We have that issue sometimes on embarkation day.
On embarkation day.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Don't we?
Yes, we do. Yes.
Yeah.
No, it's definitely me. That's the problem.
So that's another little tip as well for Aurora. Tina says she watched the vlogs on Vulcan Village. Does look amazing. Only have 6 weeks to go. I just hope your weather is as good as ours was, because it was fantastic. There is more to come. We did a different one this week, didn't we?
Yeah.
A bit of information vlog this week, video. But hopefully we've got the cabin tour going up that might be helpful for Karen as well, so she can see what a difference it makes with the bed split, just in case that's something that they ought to consider. That wasn't outside, but the outside cabins and the inside are the same square footage and the same shape.
Because he worked it all out.
Yeah, because they haven't got a window. That's all. So Visby is gorgeous. I mean, yeah, we love it, don't we?
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
But hey, not to worry, Johnny and Will. Have you any cruises planned to the US? We are tempted to book something for a week next year.
Oh, a week. Ooh.
No, we don't. So that would obviously be flying. Lindsay has a problem with flying. Her arms aren't very strong.
Yes, my arms aren't big enough to hold up my body.
Oh, I didn't say that.
I'll say it before he does.
I didn't say that. No, we did it 2 years ago now, wasn't it? We did USA Canada, 25 nights. We sailed from the UK. Well, obviously, we're fortunate that we could do that because we're retired. But they were at the time, that was on Sky, they were at the time doing half of it, weren't they? So they had a 12-night bit and a 13-night bit. So you could either sail over, do mainly Canada, wasn't it? And then they went down to New York. And then from New York, people had like a couple of stays there in New York and then flew back. They missed out really, didn't they? Because there was a few missed ports on the first half. And then other people flew over to New York and then did the rest of the trip and then sailed back. Because it's quite nice to go across the Atlantic, isn't it?
Still can't do that in a week.
No, you still can't do that in a week.
You would have to do fly cruise.
Yes, you would.
There's no doubt about that. And whether you want to stay in New York for 3 or 4 days and then do something else or not, don't know. You can generally do most of New York in 3 or 4 days if you work hard at it. But if you want to cruise up the eastern seaboard, that may be a possibility, but it might take just a few more nights than just the 7.
Or if you're flying over and flying back, you can do it. If you sort of go over to New York, because who is it sails out of there? I think Princess do, and I also think NCL sail out of there. Yes, because NCL were there when we were there. And then they sail up north and then fly back from Canada. That's another option that you could do. Also, Gary Bembridge's group cruise, which is coming up in September. Paul and Carol know, I think they're on it, and several other people are on it. So that one is Eastern Seaboard, but they might want to do Southern States or West Coast, because there's also West Coast,
all sorts of options.
San Francisco, California, down there to Cabo or whatever, or maybe even north up to Alaska.
Oh, yeah.
But they're usually sort of referred to as Alaska cruises. But
it's not an easy one to answer, is it?
No, it's not. That's why they're asking. It's a big country. There's a lot, and there's so many different choices of places you can go over there that are great. We have spoken in the past about doing the American Queen thing, but it doesn't exist anymore.
No, it doesn't exist. No, it's a shame because that looked really good.
But we've also been talking to Dan about this very, very special visit to America, haven't we? That we can't do at the moment because of personal circumstances. It's not on the agenda at all. But it was 71 days, and it was very nice. But
yeah, we can't do it.
Personal situation, we can't do it at the moment. But maybe that's something we can do in the distant future, if we're fit enough and able enough to do it when that opportunity comes along. Yeah. Right, let's come back up here. Tina, maybe Paulie Morden will come with you on a Virgin cruise. I don't think so, actually. I think there's more chance of Carol going than Paul on a Virgin cruise. But, I'll be quite happy. Be all right, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. But no, I think Paul and Carol have got their schedule planned right out through.
Yeah, I don't think they can fit much.
No, I don't think they could fit that in. No, but good idea. I would be more than happy to do that, Tina. Yeah, more than happy with Andy and Cara. Oh yeah, and Paul and Carol agree with that one as well. Yeah, not so bad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, they were surprised the amount of storage on Aurora. Yeah, because I think Paul and Carol had an outside cabin, didn't they? And the storage in there is there's two sorts. And the storage in there is the same as the inside because the cabins are the same size. Yeah. Thanks for Paul and Carol Meets video goes out this Friday. Oh, so we better. So thank you very much, guys. So when we were on Queen Anne, wasn't it?
Yes.
We spent a lot of time and had a fantastic time on there with Dan and Paul and Carol and the cruise boys and 4Bs. And we had a great time, but we spent the six of us, really, Paul and Carol and Dan and Tony, spent quite a lot of time together, didn't we?
We did. We all got into mischief together.
We got into mischief together, yeah. And while we were there, they interviewed us. So, yeah, and Carol's just said it's going up this Friday. So
I'm surprised there's anything left after editing.
it was a bit like that, wasn't it? Yeah. I think we were in Dan's cabin, weren't we?
I think I've been watching that from behind a cushion.
I think it was all right. I don't think it was too bad.
No.
Hope you didn't have to cut too much out, Carol. But, yeah.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, it will be fun. Yeah, we look forward to that one because I'm not quite sure what we're going to put out next. Whether to put the cabin tour out or put out another vlog, because I've got to do that yet. We'll see what happens this week, won't we?
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
So next on the agenda, Lindsay.
Oh, well, we've done a reminder about the website, haven't we?
No.
Reminder about the website, please.
Oh,
And
carry on.
Okay. Well, obviously we've got our website.
Yes.
Our newsletter.
I'll just see if I can find
is
it.
on there. And our next edition of our newsletter will go out next week sometime. So if you haven't already subscribed to the free newsletter, then just go onto the website and you can subscribe there. What else is on there? Oh, we've now started blogs.
Oh, well, Lindsay has. Yeah, you hate it, don't you, lovey?
Yeah, I hate it. I've done two.
Yes.
But they obviously go on to Ken Lindsey, the Love to Travel one.
The page, our Facebook page, Lindsay and Ken
They go
Travel
on there.
again, that one, yeah.
But then they're being put onto the website so that if you miss it on Facebook, because Facebook's a funny thing, but if you miss it on there, you can always have a look onto the website and that they will be there. But we've only done two. It's a bit of a trial getting them on there. And once you actually get it set up and go bang, it's fine. It's getting to
It's
that
just new,
bit.
isn't it? And yeah.
Yeah.
But I think what you've done is quite nice.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
There's
nice.
quite a few additions to the ports of call.
Oh, yeah.
And the one for Helsinki, because of course I like Finland so much, that was a little bit of I had all these photographs and I thought, oh, I'm going to have to cut this down. So I did cut it down a little bit. It's under 40.
Oh no! I know, I checked them. Yeah.
But, it was that was a pleasure to do. So I've been busy doing that when I got spare time, when I'm not weeding the garden and things like that. What else is on there? Nothing else that's new on there, I don't think.
No, I don't think so. No, but I am thinking. I mean, for those of you who may have seen the video this week about choosing between select and early saver and saver fare. It's just something a little bit different. I created a spreadsheet that went on there, and I'm looking to see if I can post that. That's what I was going to say. We're going to put a link in our newsletter as well. So if any of you are interested in the P&O early saver stroke select spreadsheet, then if you want to sign up to the newsletter, I'm going to put a link in the newsletter that will give you access to download that, I hope. I haven't checked this yet. That will give you access to it in there. And then, hopefully, if you wish to use it, you can.
Oh, okay. That was news to me.
Well, it's news, yeah. I haven't got it sorted yet, so I just hope, fingers crossed, that I can do that. Yeah,
All right.
I think I can, but we shall sort it out.
I have got a request for people as well.
Oh, have you? Oh, yes, you have.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
as we mentioned earlier, our next cruise is on Sky. And they're very good at doing cocktails on there. So I would like people to give me ideas as to which cocktails to try. and I will do my best to try all of the ideas that are given. Now, what we're going to suggest is that if you have anything that you would like me to test for you, then if you could put it into the comments after this live stream has finished, we will make a list and take it with us and see what we can do.
See, I think Lindsay and Mark would have some really good suggestions.
Oh,
because,
gosh, yeah.
Because when they were on Sun, I think they tried every single one that was on there in the interests of
research.
Yes. You know, no other reason.
Yes. And I know that Lindsay's got a favourite.
It's a 24 karat gold margarita,
yeah,
I think.
I know that that's on my list. So, yeah, I'm sure that that'll be an interesting one.
Just don't have them all on one day.
I'm not going to have them all on one day.
No.
I'm going to try
You're
and
going to have
spread them
a
out.
cocktail of the day. You might have to have two if we get enough suggestions. Yeah.
But if you do have any suggestions of anything that you'd like us to try, or if there's if your suggestion is not on the list, then we will try and get them to make it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good.
Well, if you don't ask, you don't get.
No. So Karen says, thanks for the tips. We'll get USB plug adapter. You're taking extra coat hangers. You don't need to take them, Karen, because if you just ask, unless, I mean, I usually have my DJ on a coat hanger anyway, because it goes straight in the suit like that. But you don't need to ask. You don't need to take them with you, because that's hassle with packing.
They will always give you more hangers.
Yeah.
There's never a problem there.
Ask your cabin steward to save the hassle of taking them. Ask the cabin steward and you'll get armfuls.
And if you need a face cloth, then ask for face cloths and they will be supplied.
Because you don't get them automatically on pier though.
And if you need ice, then ask for ice and that will be supplied. So yeah anything like that. They are very good, but these days you do have to ask a little bit more.
Yeah, rather than it being automatic.
What did she say? She's trying to stay sober when unpacking.
Yes, vertically challenged being under 5 foot is enough of a problem.
Shouldn't be too much of a problem. But there again, if you need a little stool, I'm sure. Well, I'm just being practical.
No, you're rude.
If you can't reach, you need some way of getting up there.
Yes. Oh yeah, Paul and Carol said that there there was lots of laughing, wasn't there? Lots of laughters and the odd words that had to be cut out. It probably took you hours to edit that. We drifted off, didn't we, like we are now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Right, see the cabin. Oh, let's take off that website one because we can't see what's happening. Do you have cabin tours for inside and balcony cabin? Right, so at the moment we have two inside cabin tours up there because one's left-handed, one's right-handed, and we have a balcony cabin tour on there. And soon, probably next week, there will be an outside cabin tour as well. But yeah, if you go to the YouTube channel and go to the cabin tours playlist, you'll find the inside and the balcony one in there on Aurora, and the other one will be in there, and it's coming soon. I think I think it's next week it'll be going up, but very very soon, Tina. But yeah, so the others are there already. But thanks for asking. Right, what have we got now? Good morning from New Zealand. Love the spreadsheets. Only 5 weeks to when we go. Oh, hi, Margaret.
Hi, Margaret.
Wow, 5 weeks. Yes, and we're probably going to meet up. I've got a suggestion. When we get back from Sky, I'm going to send you another email and suggest somewhere that might be of interest to you to meet, because it's a bit more interesting than just meeting us, isn't it? But you may have already been there, so I will send you an email soon, and looking forward to meeting you. You should see your spreadsheet. Of course, I guess you've got a huge one.
Have they got a spreadsheet for coming over here?
You've got a huge one for coming over with all your plans and trips and tours, yeah. We've got a friend that does one of them, haven't we? Holly from Innocence Abroad. She is the queen of the spreadsheet. She is much better than me. I only have a similar little one. Yes. Oh, Cruising Gauge. Chairman of the board, if you like something bitter.
Well, I like him.
Thank you, Cruising Gaze, because you were on Princess very recently, weren't you? I saw some of the stuff on your social media that came up. Yes, very recently.
Thank you.
So, thank you very much. Right, Annie and Carla, really appreciate the video on Early Saver versus Select. I tried on a dummy booking for July next year, and it was quite an eye-opener. Even without perceived benefits, the Select fare was better. Yeah, it can happen. Not always. but it's something that you just need to bear in mind, because we've done all three, as we've said before, but sometimes it's cheaper to do the select fare than it is if you can afford to put the extra deposit down as well. That's something that you need to take into consideration, because the initial price is slightly higher, so it costs a little bit more. But yeah, there are times when it's actually beneficial to. And the other thing I've noticed, particularly on P&O, is sometimes their obstructed balcony cabins are more expensive than their normal balcony cabins. So watch out for that if you're looking to book a balcony or any other thing with them on their cruises, because the pricing goes really.
It's very strange, isn't it?
Very strange. Yes, very strange indeed.
I mean, you sit and work it out every time we make a booking for any ship.
I do. I don't. Well, I didn't used to use a spreadsheet. I used to just use my head and sort of add it up and do that. I have my own spreadsheet in my head. There's a little bit of these perceived bits. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go to the YouTube channel and have a look, because it's a possible way of saving money or just making it obvious to you as to what benefits are worth. You know, at the end of the day, it's personal choice. So we've got David here. Hello, David. Nice to see you. You know that is, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. And Ian, maybe Ian's with you as well. Nice of you to join us. I wonder if you've been getting any more nice tailored outfits recently. David is a very stylish gentleman, aren't you, David? Very stylish gentleman, and he always looks smart and immaculate. We met David and Ian on the Northern Lights cruise last year, didn't we? And we've sort of kept in touch a bit. But yeah, very particular about his dress and extremely smart.
Oh, put you to shame.
Oh, most people put me to shame. But no, he's a very smart young gentleman. And I hope one day we'll meet them on a cruise again, because it's good.
Oh, that would be fun.
Yeah. Tina's having a hard time deciding.
Oh,
yeah,
bless.
it is difficult.
It's not easy.
Times. So David says, recent thing, we took our P&O Aurora cruise that made our cabin time so much nicer. Individually packed fresh coffee bags. So much more nicer than having supplied instant sachets.
Oh, that's a good idea.
What a good idea, David. You buy them for Dad, don't you, sometimes?
Yeah, well, Father Christmas gets it for
Father Christmas gets it for him, yeah.
That's a good idea, actually.
What a really good idea, because I'm not sure what they've gone, whether they've still got Nescafe or what they've gone back to now. But really good, because I'm not a huge fan of Costa coffee either.
No, not really.
I prefer others. Other brands are available. Illy. Oh, but yeah, thanks, Dave. Really good tip. That's a very good tip. Never thought of doing that at all. Gil and Sandra, question: what was our favourite cocktail on Cunard? Favourite cocktail on Cunard?
I like the
another one I didn't like very much.
I quite like the champagne ones that you can get.
Which ones? What, the spritz?
Well, the spritz was all right.
Yeah.
I didn't. What was the one that we didn't really like? The coffee one.
The coffee one.
The coffee one was
the tiramisu martini. I wouldn't recommend that one, but everyone to their own. I never have been a fan of cold coffee.
Royale on there.
Kir Royale, yeah, that was all right.
That was quite nice. I quite like that.
But we didn't have any that were. There were so few that were actually in the package, and when you've spent $70 a day on a package, it seems a bit strange to go spending more. Oh, I know what. P.S. I love you.
Yeah.
I'm not being rude, but no, there was one called P.S. I love you. It wasn't available in all the bars, and I really liked that one. It was a Bailey's based one. It was a bit like a Bailey's Alexander, wasn't it? And that was really nice. Thoroughly enjoyed that one, and it was on our package as well.
It was, and we used to drink it in the Golden Lion.
Yeah, we did. And then there was another one that you had by the pool one day that you really fell in love with, and that was a Bailey's one. It had a strange name. I saw it because I was watching one of the vlogs the other day, and it was on there. Now, can't remember.
Basically anything with Bailey's in then.
Well, no, not anything with Bailey's in. We like other ones as well, but it was a bit restricted.
You see, the trouble is, I can't remember. I can remember.
We're
the
not very
taste.
good at
I can't remember
names.
the names
Yeah.
of them terribly well. But if I've got a challenge this time, so I'm going to have to write them down.
Yeah, and mark them out of 10.
10.
Maybe we could do a vlog based on all your cocktails. Well, I could do a few as well, and we can give them all marks out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
It's a personal thing anyway, because taste is a personal thing. Well, we'll do that.
I'm not trying that Sandia.
Oh, I like the Sandia and Fuego. I like that. So, yeah, good. Yeah, that's Gil and Sandy. They've helped us out there. We'll do that. So next time, we'll remember.
Thanks for that, guys.
Thanks for that. Yeah. Sure, we'll catch up.
Motivation here. I'm motivated now.
Margaret's first time to the UK as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're in for a shock.
Yeah, there are a few issues at the moment, unfortunately. But not down here. It's nothing down here.
No.
Life in the Parks, good evening, and good evening to you. Which was our first P&O ship?
That was easy. So,
Yeah.
Oriana.
It was 1998, and it was Oriana. And it was 12, I remember it like yesterday, it was a 12-night Mediterranean cruise, which now takes 14 days to do because they travel slower across the Bay of Biscay.
Mm-hmm.
In them days, they used to travel everywhere flat out. So she'd travel across the bay at 24 knots. These days, most ships tend to travel over at 16. And you had the same amount of port visits. And I can even tell you how much it cost. So 12 nights on Oriana in 1998 was £1,635 each for an inside cabin. And the only reason I know that is because a few months ago I found the receipt that we booked it on. Keep all sorts of rubbish in our drawers. So it really does go to show, bear in mind that was 26 years ago, how much cruises have come down.
And in those days, they did things like anniversary cruises.
That was it. That was
And
it.
that's why we did that one, because it was an anniversary cruise, and they had it for certain specific anniversaries. And 10th wedding anniversary was one of them, and we actually went to celebrate our 10th wedding anniversary. And they did.
They gave us a silver-plated photo frame. They gave us a bunch of flowers, a box of chocolates, a bottle of something.
Yeah.
All
as part of the
tenure. You had to provide your marriage certificate, didn't you, to show that it was. Yeah.
But newcomers used to be able to go on a specific newcomers cruise as well. And because we took your mum and dad on one, and so there were things that were set aside specifically for newcomers. So they used to do all that sort of thing in those days, which was really nice.
Yeah.
And it was quite sad when they stopped doing it. But then, of course, had we known, they stopped doing a lot, and even more. They're stopping now.
Well, we had other things that we went on. We had a 60s, 70s cruise with the Fortunes and Herman's Hermits. That was quite a good one. We did a Strictly Come Dancing cruise on Azora.
We didn't intentionally do it.
No, not that one. It just happened to be there.
Happened to be there.
Yeah. But the other one we did on purpose was the Rugby Legends cruise and that was fantastic.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
So things have changed over the years.
Yeah, yeah. But just different.
Yeah, it's just different.
Different.
Yeah. And people like different things, as long as they're still doing the shuffleboard.
Oh, Dave said Ian's in Mid-Wales this week. That's funny. We were in Wales.
Yeah, we were
over the weekend
West
as well.
Wales.
West Wales, yeah, very West Wales. Oh, and David says thank you. Well, it is what it is, isn't it?
It is, right.
He's a very smart gentleman.
Absolutely.
Yes. Oh yeah, and the monkeys are saying, please make sure you press the thumbs up. Thank you guys, because we never remember to ask anyone. It does help, apparently, and the more we get, the better it is. But I haven't got one of those things like Paul has, where he goes like that, and it all goes fountains and
we
sparks.
haven't got any fireworks or anything.
No, we haven't.
We'll have to get something sorted out
for
November.
We'll get some fireworks for next time, so I can cheat. Yes. Oh, David says we have Lavazza that one there begins with I'm gonna give it a go. Prontissimo supplied in our cabin on our July 7th cruise.
Did you have a very posh cabin then?
I don't know.
I wasn't there.
No, we didn't have anything like that.
No.
Oh, wow. Could you pronounce it? Yes, you could pronounce it, David. Yeah. Oh, yes, the guy said that's a great idea. Could do a cocktail spreadsheet. It would be rude not to. Well,
Okay.
there you go. Well, if I can get this first spreadsheet to work, the other thing is that, yeah,
I might even have an opportunity to get a T-shirt then.
Yes.
A cocktail T-shirt I'll have to get to.
Oh, yeah. Why not? Yeah, good idea.
This is going to be silly now.
The cruising gay says, "Are you planning to pack a spare liver with all these cocktails?"
Well, I thought if we could get Carol to come with us and we'd have some nursing all that.
Now, we don't exclude mocktails.
Don't we?
Don't look at me like that. No, we don't exclude mocktails because mocktails can also be tasty as well,
Yes.
can't they?
Yes.
Yes.
They should taste the same, just
Well,
without
similar,
the,
just without the alcohol. Yeah, but it does seem a bit pointless.
Pointless.
No.
Okay.
No. Well, that was a great cruise. Yes, it was a great cruise. It was a great cruise, especially for us because we'd only done one before. Our first cruise was in 1995 on a Greek ship, and it was a fly cruise because Lindsey would fly then
Only just.
because we didn't have a bad experience of flying. And to be quite honest, I'm amazed we ever went on another cruise again after that one. And there are bits of that. It's very, very poor quality, but there are bits of that on the YouTube channel as well. Our first ever cruise from 1995. It was filmed on one of these video recorders that was about this big that you had to be a weightlifter to carry. And it's 4x3 instead of 16x9. And it's very, very dodgy footage and not very well edited. But it's what it was at the time. We weren't vlogging then. We didn't start that till a couple of years ago. But it is there, and it gets a sort of rough idea of what we did in them days. But yeah, it was yeah.
She was a beautiful ship.
She was a beautiful ship, and she's for sale if anyone wants to buy her.
Yes.
Apparently,
Yeah.
we thought Fred Olsen might like to buy her, or what's the other one? Ambassador.
Oh no! Don't let her go to Ambassador. Let her go to Fred Olsen.
That'd be nice.
They would really appreciate her.
But apparently Oriana is up for sale again from her Chinese owners. So Life in the Pirates. So Nicola was at university in Southampton when Oriana set off for the maiden voyage. Went down to Wave Off, 95 that was, wasn't it? Yeah.
We had people in those days, they used to, in fact we were watching a video when we were over in Wales.
Yeah.
And watching a video then of her, of the maiden.
It was about the maiden cruise. We found it on YouTube and we were watching it.
And it showed the amount of people that were there to wave her off.
Yeah.
Not just down along the sides, but actually within the terminal, because you could get to go into the terminal up on the gantry and watch it.
Because they had the viewing platform at the top of Mayflower, didn't they?
Yeah.
But that was there every time we went in the early days cruising. There were people up in the, because it was very, very special and not as commonplace as it is now. And they had all the people up there. You had all the streamers over the side. You had the brass bands playing, and it really made you feel special. And champagne was a pound of glass, and you got a full glass in them days. Yeah, so it made it that little bit special.
It was very special. In fact, your cousin used to live down there, didn't she?
Yeah, she did.
And they waved us off one time, and she had a flag.
It was bigger than her.
It was bigger than her, and all we could see was this flag going up and down, and there was a person underneath. And that's definitely Sue.
Cruising Gay says, "Look of discuss about mocktails." It does.
Sorry.
A leopard doesn't change its spots, does it? I've got to remember the camera's up there, not down here. Yeah. See? Terrible. And Paul and Carol says, yeah, love Lindsey when you said mocktails. And you Carla say mocktails. See?
You had a bit of a.
See, they've got you done. Yes. Hello, Ian in Mid Wales. Oh, here we go. It's Ian now as well. Hi there, Ian. Nice of you to join us. Yes. We weren't far away from you, were we? No, the other day. So Annie and Carl, mocktails are a bit of a waste of time. See? Although some can be quite tasty.
Well, how about if I taste the cocktails and you taste the mocktails?
Oh yes,
See?
dear. Of course I will.
Just me.
Oh, I'd love to drink the mocktails as long as they're not too acidic for my delicate stomach.
Yes.
I'll stick to Thatcher's. No, they won't have Thatcher's on there, will they? No, right.
No.
Oh, here we go. Wonder Watch later. Greek Islands cruise on the SS Olympic. Oh, thank you, guys. I'm glad you found it. It's not a very good video, but it's of its time and it drags on a bit as well. But it's, yeah, it was our first experience in 1995. So before we did any of this stuff at all. But yeah.
And just to let you know, there is a couple in there that we met on that ship. And I had been at school with their children. We didn't know,
Yes.
and it was really quite amazing that we, through our conversations, I kind of went, "You're Glenn's mother." Yes. Oh, I was at school. So even in those days, we were meeting people that we knew. It was most bizarre, and still is.
And Ian says, and in them days, people used to dress up to sail. Yes, they
Yeah,
did.
they did.
You would have, you know, has anyone ever seen that programme with Hyacinth Bouquet with a little sailor outfit on?
Mrs. Bucket.
Mrs. Bucket.
Yeah.
People did
They
wear
did.
that. They used to wear that. A lot of the gentlemen used to wear tweed jackets, didn't they, to sail on sailors, or they would have their blue blazers on. I didn't. I did during the cruise itself, but not on embarkation. But a lot of people really dressed, and the chauffeur-driven limousines that were turning up with people everywhere. Yeah, it was quite a different experience.
And there were 3 dress codes.
3 dress codes. Yeah, you had formal, informal, and casual, and they were sort of split even, weren't they? Roughly.
Yeah.
A third, and third. And informal was lounge suits with ties or jackets with ties, wasn't it? For the gentlemen.
And they didn't really do that much in the way of cocktails. I think the most exotic thing that we could get in those days was something like a dry martini and lemonade.
Really?
The odd gin here and there.
But
they didn't really have cocktails.
I used to have not a dirty banana, a chocolate banana.
That was a bit later.
It was a bit
that
later,
wasn't on
was
the
it?
first ones.
Oh, can't remember. I was a young man, I think. Yeah, Ian says so. I was never young. What do you mean?
He grew into his age.
And Ian says he still dresses up now when he books Cunard.
As he would.
As you would, as would your husband as well, because you're
That's
smart.
what you do.
You're a smart gentleman.
Absolutely.
And it's good. Yeah. Johnny and Will love keeping up experiences.
Experiences.
Yeah.
What have you got in there?
I don't know. It's see-through and it's quite tasty. Yeah.
No, keeping up appearance. Yes.
Yes. Keeping up.
I would
it's
love.
good.
I would love to do a part like that on stage. It would be great, wouldn't it?
It would be good. Right. Tina says,
Talking
feel
about
like
that, he's got a part of Dame again this year.
Yeah, I'm Dame again this year in production of, what's it called? The Snow
Queen.
The Snow Queen, yes. So I am Granny Dotty. Steady. I am a granny this year.
Dotty.
Dotty is by name and Dotty by nature. Yeah, that's coming up later. That's early next year, actually, isn't it? Yes.
It is. Tickets are now on sale.
See, so Cruising Gay says, the episode of Keeping Up Appearances on iPlayer, Sea Fever. We
yes,
watch it when we're packing for a cruise. Oh, brilliant. See, it's not just us.
No,
We're
it's
not
not
the
just-
only one that mad, and they're young.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, great. Thank you, guys. It says love. What are you implying, Ken? Well, I can't remember what I was implying. Oh, yes, experience. Oh, yeah, sorry. I said experiences, didn't I? Yeah. Sorry, gentlemen. Yes, I hope the decorating's going well. Anyway, we've got to 8 o'clock. I just see, in case anyone slipped an extra one in the bottom. Andy and Cara, Ian. What? Did I just say something wrong?
Yeah.
I don't know what I said.
You skipped something in the book? No.
Oh, no. All right, yeah. Ian says he was on the QE2 and they used to show Keeping Up Appearances episode on the big screen in the ballroom. The Americans loved it. Oh,
Wow.
Fantastic. It's so good. Do you know what I like about these things? We learn so much from everybody else. And I think everyone else on here learns from everyone else. It's just so nice to have a chat and listen and get together. And we really do appreciate your company. Yeah. Oh, the monkeys. Obviously, you heard what I said. Yes. Right. Anyway, thank you all.
Just one more thing.
Oh, hang on. Oh, sorry.
Just one more thing. Just behave.
I'm a bit previous.
So next.
Oh, yes. No,
the
you
next
do
one-
that. You do that.
Well,
You do that.
now we've got a slight problem. we have a slight problem on the next one because we will be on a cruise ship called Sky Princess.
Yes.
And our next one will be due like the day after we get on board, so we will be at sea. We have looked at our calendars and we hope that we might be able to do a live on the 9th of September. But please keep your eyes peeled because we'll let you know either way, I hope. And you never know, we may be live from Sky, we may not.
Sorry, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at all these emojis and everyone sniggering at about what I said. I'm so sorry.
Deserves another one, doesn't it?
I am so sorry.
You know that hole in the back garden?
Yeah, I know it's getting bigger. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for watching.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for being with us.
Yes.
Please enjoy the rest of the Olympics if you're into watching that.
And hopefully we'll see you on September the 9th from on board Sky Princess, signal permitting. Further details in the newsletter if you want to sign up to it. Anyway, see you all and tatty bye to you. Can't believe I did that.
Why not pop over to our website, kengoescruising.co.uk. There you can find out a little more about us. Check out our reviews on ships we've cruised on and some of the ports of call we've enjoyed to date. We also have a small online shop for you to browse that includes our very own delist cruising ducks. If you'd like to contact us about anything, just go to our Contact Us page.